right, welcome to another episode of Pursuit of the podcast. We're gonna be talking about, I guess, like friendships, right? But before we do that, we're gonna do a quick little quiz, and it's called "Your Perfect Fairy Tale will reveal which Disney prince you'd end up with." Right? It's a classic BuzzFeed one, so you know it's gonna be on point.
What were you expecting to get?
I love Mulan is my favorite, right? So obviously I want Shang.
I'd just like to say how excited I am
Yeah,
to take this quiz.
you should be. I want to see who your prince is. All right. Okay, good. It's up there. So, where do you live in the beginning of the story? Ooh, do I start off as a princess?
Yeah, I don't think I do. My story is a fairy tale.
I want to be like a cottage in a little town.
Me too.
Kevin, what's your
I'm starting in the castle. If I'm going to be a princess, I'm doing this right.
It didn't say you're a princess. It just says you end up with a prince. So,
Well, this is going to be really awkward.
what's your daily or normal outfit? This is basically my normal outfit.
To be fair, I think the second picture with the pants, that's me right there.
Let me see. Ooh, but I do love a good dress. I like all of these. I'm not a hat person. Let's see. But I do like that dress, I think, the most. I'm going to do middle right with the briefcase.
I'm doing pants.
What's your outfit, Kevin?
Top. Painting in a field.
Got
a
it.
Blue dress. Me.
I mean, honestly, why did I even ask? I should have known.
Come on.
Which animal is your sidekick? A rabbit, a bear, a squirrel, a dolphin, or a dove, or a deer?
I think a deer.
Doesn't surprise me. I like the bear. I'm going to do the bear. Ooh.
I'm definitely going with the squirrel.
Of course. Who is the villain? An evil witch, a backstabbing friend, a controlling man? He could never.
Yeah.
A dragon, an evil queen, or an angry spirit? I'll mess with the spirits.
Yeah, either.
I'll mess with the spirits.
And it could never be a man.
And a man controlling me?
I don't do witches either, so that's just not me.
Yeah, no, same.
So you're left with what? Dragon, evil queen,
Or
or backstabbing friend.
The friend is too basic.
I know.
I'm going to do an evil queen.
Yeah, because that's not basic.
Okay, but a backstabbing friend, you can encounter that anywhere. How often do you come across a queen?
I'm going to do a dragon.
Ooh. I was going to do the dragon, but I thought of... actually, do you know what? That's not a bad thought. I was thinking of Shrek and Donkey and the Dragon.
If they
I'm going to
Shrek?
do...
I'm going to
Shrek
simply
isn't a
take it
Disney
over.
prince.
I will not stand for Shrek.
He's not a Disney prince.
Okay, just make
You know,
sure.
I'll do the dragon. I'll do the dragon.
I'm doing backstabbing friend so we stay on theme.
How do you meet your prince? At a ball? You bumped into him at a store in the woods picking flowers? Okay. He protected you from your villain. Your animal sidekicks met or childhood friends. I do love a good meet cute. But I think I'm going to do your animal sidekicks met.
I'm going to do your basic, he protected you from your villain.
From the dragon?
Yeah.
Wow, it really is like Shrek.
Yeah.
Ew.
How'd you meet your prince?
At the ball. Come on.
Farah, how'd you meet your prince? Childhood friends.
Childhood friends.
That's a good one.
It is. What dress
Did we not
do you
answer
wear?
this question already?
No, that's your everyday outfit. This is your dress. It's different. No. Maybe like for a ball, you know, like a gala. Oh.
The black one is a little scandalous.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to, like, censor that.
Oh, sorry.
We really have to, like, check these things out before we just stream them.
Oh, I thought that was her arm. The top piece. Interesting.
I think I'm going to have to blur all of these out just to be on the safe side.
Why? There's only one or two of them, maybe.
Yeah, but I keep scrolling because they keep popping up. So
I think I'm gonna do the pretty pink dress. The gold one is also nice, though. I'm gonna do the pink one.
I think I'll do the gold.
What accessory are you wearing? Fairy wings? Who's wearing fairy wings? An important necklace, a symbolic ring, pearl earrings, a fancy hat, or flowers in the hair. Let me see my pink dress again. It's floral. I think I'm gonna do. How's my neckline? No, you can't do a necklace with that. I'll do a ring, a symbolic ring. I like rings.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna do rings also.
Far? Flowers in your hair? Where is your happy ending? In the forest, in a horse-drawn carriage, a castle, town square, on the shore, on a cloud.
In a castle.
On a
Where is that?
cloud, does that mean you're dead? Like, what is that?
No, like you're floating on a cloud. Like it's mythical, mystical, fantasy.
I got excited when I saw my Disney friends.
I haven't seen mine yet. I didn't look. Oh,
Did everyone pick? Because
What
once
did you
I pick,
get?
I'm gonna see all the answers.
I don't want mine. Yeah,
We're good?
yeah. It's not a. We didn't do a quiz party, so you're not
Oh.
gonna see all of them.
Well, I got Prince Adam, the Beast, a very fluffy-haired guy. He did kidnap a girl, but it's okay because he's a real cute dog/bear thing.
Farrah's
This is very problematic for me. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know how to feel about this. So
Farah, who'd you get?
I got Prince Eric. I got Prince Eric.
I wish I got Prince Eric. What's the description?
In The Little Mermaid, Prince Eric stole the hearts of Ariel and millions of audience members with his charming smile and caring personality.
Caring personality? I guess. Who'd you get?
she's just jealous that she
I'm
didn't
not
get
jealous.
it.
But
Why
they
would
could
you
have
want
done
him
a
if
way
he's,
better
if he's not
description of
caring?
him.
Why would you want him if he's not caring?
What happened?
Why would you want him if he's not caring?
I know. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that's not how I would describe Prince Eric. Like that wasn't the first thing that would have came to mind.
What was it?
Prince Eric? He's more. I feel like he's. I gotta stop moving in this chair. I wouldn't, cause when I think about the movie, like what did he do that was really caring? He took her out on the town. That's it. He also left her for a witch.
Well,
So there was that. Asha, who'd you get?
Aladdin.
Ooh.
Thief and lover boy. He has a cute monkey and a carpet friend.
I don't like mine. I
What'd
want
you
to do
get?
it over. I got
We're
Prince
not
Florian.
doing this over.
I got Prince Florian.
Who's that?
Exactly. He is Snow White's prince.
Oh no.
The classic OG prince from Snow White. He has a stellar voice. I mean, I guess, if you insist. Gosh. All right, Asha, what are we talking about? Hmm.
Sorry. Where would you guys get married?
Where would I get married?
Like from the questions.
Like in real life?
Well, sure.
Well, I would. I can't say what I was gonna say. Where would I get married? I don't know.
Sure.
It depends on where I'm at in life at that point. Where would you get married?
I have no idea.
Okay, how about from the choices?
A
Okay.
castle.
I already closed out the tab. I'm not gonna lie.
I
What was
chose-
it? Castle,
A
cloud,
cloud.
shore.
Yeah, I chose shore.
That's why you got Prince Eric. That makes sense. Anyway, we're spending way too long talking about Disney princes.
Anyways, we are going to be talking about the reasons we need friends.
Do we?
We do. So, my first question is going to be, what is important to you about friendship?
Um, like the concept of friendship,
Yeah, or like
like having a friend.
qualities
Okay.
in friends.
I think friendships are important because, well, first of all, we're very social beings. Like, that's just innate to us. Yeah, you're going to be introverted or extroverted, but at the core, at the core of being a person, you need social interaction to a certain extent. And then it's also good to have people to like bounce ideas off of, or like to get different perspectives on certain things in life, and like even just activities. Like, hey, I want to go do this. Do you want to come with me? Stuff like that. Qualities to look for in a friend. I would want someone that I can feel comfortable enough to talk to about things in my life, because yes, there are different like types of friends or different levels of friendship, but the better friends, I would want someone that I would be able to trust and know that if I do share things with them, they're not going to tell other people.
Yeah.
People that can, match my energy, in certain like, cause like in terms of humor, in terms of like my level of extroverted versus introverted. Like maybe I want to go out and do things. I want someone that can come with me. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really important to have friends in the good times and the bad.
Yeah.
God doesn't ever want us to like walk through this life alone.
Alone, yeah.
You know, He wants us to have relationship with people. And I think that building relationships and like walking through this life with people, not only does it like fill you up, but it also brings like glory to God. Um, my next question is, what are some things that you think kill friendship?
I think so. There are a few things that can kill a friendship. There can be like a certain level of distrust, or like you guys maybe don't have anything in common, like in terms of interest or like your personality types and stuff like that. Because it's totally valid, I think, to want to have a friendship with someone, but then you guys don't click or you're constantly clashing. And I think at that point it's better to just be acquaintances, or like not like involve yourself with them if all you're going to do is like argue and get into a fight about something.
Yeah, so during the study, I forgot to say from the beginning, but we're gonna look at 4 reasons why we need friends. The first reason is friendship supplies support during hard times. And yeah, I think especially during like our development through life,
Yeah.
there are certain things that get in the way of friendship, such as like in school, maybe there's like popularity,
Yeah.
boyfriends slash girlfriends, and these things are not like you don't want to like break a friendship over like little things like that, which
Yeah.
it doesn't seem little in the moment. It seems like this is the right thing to do.
Yeah, like why are they trying to get in the way of
Yeah.
this other thing?
And then like you grow up and you're like, wait, that wasn't.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I could have gone about that a lot better, or like very differently.
yeah. I feel like especially with like relationships and like high school and stuff, you're just like, he wasn't it.
Yeah. Most of the times they're not, even
Yeah.
after high school.
Yeah, but I think it's like really important to understand that the investment that we make with people will last for eternity.
Yeah.
Whereas like status, money, like as I mentioned, like relationships, those things are for a second if it's not for you.
Yeah. And I think the amount of energy and the amount of work that you put into a friendship, you'll get it back in some way, shape, or form eventually, as well.
Exactly. The second reason we need friends is that they supply support in times of difficulty. So, when have you had friends help you out in a difficult time, and how did they support you?
It happens all the time, because like even times of difficulty, it's like it's hard to define what that could be, because it can be like a momentary like something I'm going through like right now, or like oh, I just happen to feel really down, and like that's difficult for me, or it can be like a real life problem, like I need to look for a new job, or like this place is treating me really badly, or stuff like that. um, I did have so like I don't know, can I talk about this? So like with hormones, right? As women, our hormones are up and down a lot, right? So a lot of times it'll be like in one of the lower moments, I'll be like really sad or like really anxious, and I know what's causing it, but in the moment it's like I am stuck here and I need to get out of it. So I'll have friends that I'll talk to, and like, hey, I'm just like really down, like I don't want to do anything, I don't want to talk to anyone. But they'll just keep like persisting and like, just like, hey, like let's just talk. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, this is what I'm doing, and just like, keep a conversation going. So it's like even like those little things like that where it's like, if you don't have a friend that can help you in like those like minor moments, then I think that is something that you should look for in a friendship.
Yeah, definitely important to have friends that validate your feelings. And I think like during those difficult moments, that's when you really realize who's your friend or
Yeah.
not. Because I did encounter a couple of friends where it's like you're kind of there for them, and then like in the moment they're just like kind of all busy, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Like now all of a sudden that I need you, it's like radio silence.
I kind of want to talk about the story of King Saul and his son Jonathan, and David, because David and Jonathan's friendship
Like transcendent.
was really good. And a little backstory on that. God raised Saul to be king, and then Saul was disobedient to God, and he appointed David to be king. And Saul basically invited David to his palace, and there was a lot of jealousy there. Saul wanted to kill David, and Jonathan is Saul's son, and him and David were close. And basically, Jonathan protected David during that time because he knew that what his dad was plotting.
Yeah.
And I think this story is so significant because you can imagine, like, I mean, even though his dad's actions are like wrong, like wanting to kill David, it's like hard to imagine going against a parent.
Yeah. Like I can't even imagine the type of position he was in to choose between his dad versus like his best friend.
Exactly. But that just also proves like how strong his relationship was with God and with David.
Yeah.
And also the fact that he knew that if he just let his dad kill David, he would have been the king next. But he gave that up, and he was like, I know that this is not my place. This is, for David.
I think it's also really good that what you mentioned, that he knew his place in like where he stood outside of his friendship, because he could have just been greedy and be like, yeah, you're my best friend, but I want to be king.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think that also says a lot about David as well, too, because I don't know if imagine like a relationship between your parent and like Jonathan kind of has the most to lose in that situation, right? Going against parent and losing his position. So as it took a lot of trust on David's part to even be like, okay, well, I believe that you will help me find a way out of this.
Yeah.
But moving on to the have you ever felt like, well, I'm pretty sure because we've talked about it a lot, but have you felt like no one else struggled like you, and how did that affect your relationship with God and others?
Oh, 100%. Because I think that's also part of human nature. Like, you're going to think like you're the only one that knows what you're going through, and you're the only one that, like, has ever experienced this in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I feel like when you have that kind of, or like when I have been in that mood, it's like it's not even worth me talking to anyone about it because they're not going to understand it. Or it's like I don't know how to articulate it well enough that the person that I'm talking to will understand how I'm feeling. Um, so when that happens, you tend to like withdraw from not only from God, but from the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you said, we talked about this before, and it's like you have to constantly remind yourself that, first of all, God has created you in his likeness and his image. If he doesn't, like, he's going to know what's happening with you inside and out, regardless of whether you think he will. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he has physically formed you. So if you think that, like, he's not going to understand what's going on in your brain or, like, what you're thinking about, it's like you need to, like, no, he will. um, and then for friends, I think when you have friends that can be there for you in the little moments is when you can kind of look back and realize like, hey, they were there for me like when I didn't even think I needed anyone to be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that now like I can trust that even if they don't understand what I'm going through, they will still be able to support me and to like guide me and lift me up.
Yeah. Um, I definitely relate. I feel like I sometimes when you're just going through it, you kind of feel like, why me?
Yeah.
You know, like pick somebody else.
Have you seen
For
the memes where
yeah.
it's like uh, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest, what is it?
Soldiers.
Soldiers, right? And he's like, well, I'm tired of like
Yeah, they're like pick
I'm
somebody
tired
else.
of fighting. Pick somebody else.
Yeah. And then it's like, you know, I think it was last week where we talked about that I forgot the girl's name, but like the one.
Oh, like the very brittle bones
Mhm.
and the, yeah.
And then it really like puts into perspective like other people are going through a lot more than you, so like be grateful for where you are, but also not invalidating your
Your own
feelings,
feelings, yeah.
you know. But I definitely feel like it's during those tough moments where, you know, we also have relationship with God and a friendship there, and just because we're going through that hard time, it's kind of like your friendship with God is being tested as well. And, you know, are you really being a friend by like trusting him, like how Jonathan,
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
David trusted Jonathan.
Yeah.
So the third reason we need a good friend is they provide comfort in loneliness. You know, I think this is important to emphasize because all of us feel lonely at some point in our lives.
Yeah.
And when we experience loneliness, sorry, can't speak, we often want to like pull away from people and like not continue building those relationships. Um, what what is your gut reaction when you feel lonely? Like, do you call a friend? Do you watch TV? Like, do you pick up a hobby?
So I think it is normal to want to be alone sometimes, and I think it is also important to distinguish between being alone and being lonely. So because like what's the saying, you can be in a, what Lady Gaga's speech that went viral, it was like you can be in a room with 99 people and it's just the one person that like you need to validate you or to bring you, and it's that's kind of like the difference, because like you can be surrounded by people and you can still feel lonely, or you can be like all like completely by yourself with only one other person, you can feel like completely content with your life. So it's all about, I think it's all about your mindset and how you're looking at it, because you can feel lonely and then you can feel hopeless and being lonely, or you can be like, I am lonely because like it could be a result of your actions. It could be like I need to be lonely, like I need to be alone so that I can learn certain things or I can grow within myself and not dependent on other people. So there are different levels of like being lonely and being alone. And I think that it's healthy to feel all of them. It just depends on what you take out of it.
Yeah. I know in our previous episodes also we talked about how important it is to like be by yourself
Yeah.
and be comfortable with yourself. But I think it's harder nowadays, especially with social media, to like want to pursue relationships and like really like be vulnerable in front of everybody, because you're
Yeah.
kind of thinking like, oh, like I don't know, I don't want them to see me in that way.
Yeah.
You know, you
So it's
can
like the highlight reel that like that's the only thing you want everyone to see.
yeah. And I feel like some, because it's so hard, like a lot of people resort to like just like binging shows or like just doing anything but.
To like fill a void.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are some other ways friends can protect you?
I think, well, there's a lot of ways I think your friends can protect you. So it can be in that, like, if you're coming to them for advice, right? And you're coming to them before you make like a big move or make a big decision in your life, and they can help kind of guide you through that so you are able to go about it in the best way. There's also like if you have a mutual friends or like different friend groups, or just even like friends in different social like settings. If someone's talking about you or saying something about you, your friend can defend you,
Mhm.
or they can just like pick up for you, be like, hey, just so you know, like this person was saying this, this, and this. Um, just be wary about what you tell them and stuff like that. Just like looking out for your best interests. When you have like those real genuine friends, it's easy for you to feel safe or like comfortable in more social settings and situations.
Yeah, I think definitely when you have friends that like know your character and know
Yeah.
your intentions, they pick up for you, like, or you would hope that they
Yeah,
would.
you would hope.
When your character ever gets like tested or like put out a question, they're
Yeah.
definitely there to like, you know, defend you in that way. I want to read a scripture from Ecclesiastes 4, verse 12. This is the MSG version.
Madison Square Garden. No, I didn't. That was the
Oh
first
my
thing that came to
god,
my mind.
that's cool. I'm gonna think of it like that now. No, is that bad? Okay. It says, by yourself, you're unprotected.
Oh, yes.
With a friend, you can face the world. Can you round up a third? A three-stranded rope isn't easily snapped. And I think that this verse is really powerful because, well, this whole series is called Better Than One for a reason. I think it's an example that was given was well, actually, I have an example that I just thought of. These podcasts, it may look like it's just me and you up here, but we have friends behind the cameras that make
Or
it
I guess they're in
possible.
front of their own camera now.
There they are. Those are our friends helping us.
Friends, do you want to say hi? Hello? Thank you.
I love how you make it sound as if you didn't have a 10-minute discussion on princesses and princes.
We don't always.
Are you talking to me or her?
Both of you.
Does that make it different?
I didn't say that they didn't see you. I'm saying hi to my
We're just
friends
bringing
behind
you
the
back
camera.
into
Yeah.
the conversation.
Jeez, sometimes your friends,
You're welcome, Farah.
they're just too modest. They don't want to
With
be
me and my other friend that's not here today.
Yeah, give her a
sometimes
shout
I
out.
feel left out because y'all don't be talking to us, you know.
To be honest, as the person that edits everything, we talk. She just doesn't put the camera on herself to talk back. She's gonna be really mad when she sees.
You better cut it out.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that work hard to make this
A thing.
yeah. And it would be, is it impossible with one person?
Probably
No.
not. It's just a lot harder.
Yeah, it's just
It's like I was telling Farah before we started with the pie chart.
yes. Do you wanna tell them that
Farah,
example?
do you want to tell them the analogy?
No, how about you? Because you brought it up.
All right, whatever, Farah. Let's never include her again. So like the analogy was it was like when you have like a pie, or a cake or like a pizza pie or whatever. If you're only serving 2 people, you're each gonna get a half, which is like a really big portion, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you have more people that you're splitting it into, it's the same size of the pie, but the slice is just a bit different. So there's like less workload or less burden or weight on each individual person. You guys kind of pick it up as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
I know it's right. It was my analogy. I could have, you see, if you said it, I could have supported you and said that was right, but yeah, it is.
We're all friends here, I swear.
Yeah, no, I swear. That's why I say it's important to find friends that match your energy.
Yeah. But yeah. Yes.
So Farah, why is it important to have friends?
So they could build you up and not tear you down. They can protect you, they can defend you, and they could be there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a perfect way to end this.
Yeah. Kevin, do you have anything to add, or is that? I swear, if you just say, yeah. That doesn't count.
Well, no, I mean, I was gonna add that. I forget which one of you was saying it at this point. Just when it comes to friends protecting you and things like that, we have to be really smart about the type of people that we pick as friends.
Mm-hmm.
And even to that, you can say that there's like levels to friendships and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to that close inner circle, I feel like that's what we're really talking about tonight, right? And you have to really pick that wisely. I also feel like that's something else we're going to talk about in like another episode. So I'm going to stop talking now.
I mean, that could have been the segue, but I mean, it still kind of is, I guess. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Later.